Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dykman, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown, and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Welcome in, race fans. Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV. Bill Doc Niles is right there. Statman Paul Reichert is right there. And I be Radio Man Dan Dyker. The program brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, Epic Media and Vial, who did that, along with Back 40 Wraps, and FansArena.com. Hey, that was my superhero voice. Did you like that?
Yes.
Hey, we got to say hi to Crosse Speedway's biggest fan, race fan Dave. Watches every single weekend, and he's been up and down this year. So, hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
All right, let's jump right into it. We got a big show coming up today. Tomah Sparta Speedway, the inaugural Fall Classic, is coming up this weekend. We're going to talk with Dale Danielski from StarMaker Multimedia about the CWRA making a huge return back to the Speedway in honor of Dick Trickle, along with the Dick Trickle Memorial.
We got to get that dude on for a whole show with old video sometime.
We did that. Go on YouTube, Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. About 7 years ago, we had Dale come in an entire program. It was nothing but video of the old Devil's Bowl in Westby and the North Crosse Speedway and all these different tracks. So we'll get him in again. First up, we got to do a video recap of last weekend's. What an adventure this was at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. It was night of destruction. Over 5,000 people were in attendance. And we're going to start things off, Paul Reichert, with the Hornets. It's going to be a Bjorkman-Le Moyne clash at Oktoberfest.
Oh, yes. Great race by Jimmy. Got the lead late and has set up.
And that was after he was involved in an early wreck and started Trump.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive drive by Jimmy there.
Again, Jimmy Bjorkman gets by Jason Lindvig with 5 laps to go. He wins the race, sets up a point battle at Oktoberfest. Brandon Lemoyne will enter fast with a lead of 19. Now, Mike Carlson ended up 3rd, Jason Lindvig 4th, and Jake Schummers round out the top 5. Now, the Hornets were in the double spin to win. And for Billy Doc Niles, for Cheyenne Stanfield, it's been a rough past couple of seasons. But not only does she win the double spin to win, which we're going to show you the last 2 of right here, she wins the B main.
She has the car to run up in front with Lemoyne and Bjorkman. She had a little incident in the heat race, and that put her into the B main, and she cruises to this one right here, and she sets herself up for a really good feature run later in the evening. So she has the car to win. I think next year she's going to be one to watch.
She got knocked out in the feature race. A lot of bumping and banging that was going on towards the tail end of that one. That was the final novelty event of the year, and John Hebner beat his teammate Rob Stanfield. Entered the night by 1 point. Stanfield, during the double spin to win, his car died in turn 3. Hebner and took the lead, and Hebner ends up getting the win. Let's take you to the Monster Trucks, a man that's been back for 12 years now, Jim Burns at Mechanical Mischief out of Rockford, Illinois. We're going to run some video from him right here. And I'll tell you what, both Just Get Her Done, which was Brandon and Mitch Tolchaka from Green Bay, came out with their Monster Trucks, Paul Reichert. We were standing right down there. And you talk about there was no drizzle, there was no moisture in the truck. These guys were getting some serious air.
Oh, yeah, they were. They really put on a great show for the fans. And it doesn't matter if it's like at the La Crosse Center when the monster trucks come during the winter or Night of Destruction. No matter, monster trucks always put on a good show.
And Mechanical Mischief is becoming one of the Midwest favorite right now. You see him at a lot of shows like this. And he's definitely worth the price of admission.
Last time at La Crosse Speedway, he broke last year, so he said he was back for some redemption. Let's get into the pool jump. Of course, Billy and I destroyed an organ, and Todd Korish and I destroyed a swimming pool. This had to be the first time, I think, that Jared Novak or anybody, as we roll the video, jumped the swimming pool and made it on the first attempt.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody clear the swimming pool. Usually they catch like the end of it and or the one time they had 2 pools, they break the back pool but don't get the front pool. And this is impressive.
Jared Novak skimmed over the top, and he cleared the first time. And Chuck Deary said, "How's the Cadillac? Doesn't run. We're going to get your car. You're going to do it again." Well, here was the end result. on jump number 2. Jared, right about that back axle hit the curve in the pool, and here comes several thousands of gallons of water.
That's the way it's supposed to be done, or if you just slow down at the right time, just like poof, noser into the pool, but he did a great job.
Steel wall crash is also a fan favorite as we line 2 cars up like this, nose to the sky on the front straightaway. It was Taylor Dobbs, Thunderstock driver, the first one to head out, street stock driver this year as well. And here's what Taylor did. Taylor said he was kind of upset with this one because last year someone hit it and flipped the car 360 in the air. Taylor said, I just didn't hit the trunk the right way, so he didn't like the way it came down.
No, it looked good, but yeah, Taylor wasn't happy with the effort. But then came along Jeff Sarver.
Jeff Sarver came out, and he had I think it was in a Pontiac, and he got the trunk the right way, and that was a loud hit, and then it came back down, and it hit. There were parts flying all the way up into turn 1, so congrats to
100% parts off sale there,
He had 100% parts sale up all night long, as a matter of fact. I almost took me a teddy bear home, but it was stuck to a wagon, which was stuck to a trailer. Did you remember me dragging it across the front straightaway?
I saw that, yeah.
It was like 500 pounds of a stuffed teddy bear. Let's get into the one of the coolest things tonight. The rollover competition is easy. 1 point, 1 point, 1.5 for a complete fit. Dakota Miller still holds the record for the most points because I want to say it was 19 when we had him killed. They just kept going and going and going. Dan Osthoff pulled off 3 perfect 5-point rollovers. His first competitor, I think Taylor Dobbs, car made it 2, and that was done. The first guy out, he kind of hit the ramp and killed that thing. So they let Dan go out 3 different times as Jesse's going to roll right here. How hard number one, the ramp is not the most stable of things. We've seen that come apart before, but 3 solid rollovers, and he wanted to go a 4th.
There's an art to pulling the rollover, and a lot of it has to do with the way you turn that wheel as you go up that ramp, and a lot of people turn it a certain way, and it kills the roll. And then you got somebody like Osthoff right here who figured out which way and where to turn that wheel at just the right time. Complete rollover, drive away, do it again.
He got it nailed. Congratulations, Dan Osthoff. Elkhart, Indiana's Fred Sibley brought the Little Red Beer Hauler jet car into town. It is a miniature fire truck. He has been doing this for over 60 years. He's 84 years old, and he used to build some of the Green Mama jet cars that the recently passed Doug Rose had. They were great friends for a long time, said, yes, I'm coming up for this thing. And he's going to watch right here. This is the first time, Billy Doc Nels, have you ever seen either the Green Mamba or the Little Red Beer Hauler mount a hearse?
That I've never seen. I've seen station wagons go. I've seen vans go, but I've never seen a hearse go. And as you watch it right here, that's just incredible. I mean, all the times I've seen that Green Mamba, and this is just as cool. And if you've never been to one of these folks, next time they're in town, get out and see it. It's just incredible.
Well, we have a chance real quick because our last segment is going to be the last few minutes of the Trailer Race of Destruction. We have to show you Benny the Bomb. Last year, Benny the Bomb, I announced his final blowing up of in the world. He was retiring last year. He came out to the Crosse Speedway, did it again Saturday night. Jesse's going to run in the video here. Scared the crap out of me because we went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting, waiting, boom. The interview afterwards, and I'm not sure if we caught it or not. I said, Benny, you said you retired last year. What brings you back to lacrosse? He said, my good friend Doug Rose passed away. My wife knew that was kind of bothering me because we had traveled and entertained for many years. And his wife had said, you want to go out and do it one more time, don't you? And he says, I kind of do. So he came back to just the Lacrosse Speedway in honor of Doug Rose to blow himself up one more time.
To blow himself up, and now he is officially retired. And we thank Benny the Bomb for that tribute. That was pretty awesome.
That guy is simply fantastic. Been blowing himself up for over 50 years. And kids, like I say at the Speedway, do not try this.
No.
When we come back, Dale Danielski is going to join us, talk about the big inaugural Fall Classic and the Champions Reunion at Oktoberfest. And then we're going to show you a whole bunch of the Trailer Race of Destruction right here on K2EG TV.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
4 years in a row and counting. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. Once again, La Crosse County has voted us the best barbecue and best caterer in La Crosse County. Making great ribs and great barbecue has always been my passion, and it means a great deal to me that you love what we do. If you haven't tried our ribs, pulled pork, brisket, or smoked chicken, try it and you'll agree. Big Boar Barbecue, a delicious mouthful.
Yeah.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call today for your free estimate on a new American Standard system or schedule online at careyheating.com.
Welcome back, race fans. Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing KQEG TV, along with Billy Doc Niles and Radio Man Dan Diker. Joining us in studio, his videos 7 years ago are still the highest rated videos watched on our Seven Rivers Racing YouTube page when we were having everything doing with racing here in western Wisconsin, and we encourage you to check those out. Dale Danielski from Star Maker Multimedia is back. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Hey, we are loaded with information for the inaugural Fall Classic at the Tomah Sparta Speedway coming up this Saturday and Sunday. Now, remember, we taped the show midweek, so those watching Saturday, that is today. Those watching Sunday, races were last night, but there are more today. We confuse them?
No, yeah, because this is Sunday night, so you missed a great show.
Yeah, for the ones watching Sunday night, you missed a fantastic weekend. Dale Danielski has been part of the CWA for quite a long time right here. Dale, as soon as I noticed then, and I heard from you that they were coming to the Tomah Sparta Speedway for this Fall Classic, I was giddy.
Yeah, it's something that we all wanted to do, and getting with Greg Oliver, of course, when he took the track over. And I know Greg, I've known him for years as well, and that's something he always wanted to do. And the CWA group actually back in the mid-'60s was a part of that track. That track actually got going in 1964. And CWA was in the sanctioning business way back when, and Tomah was on the circuit at that time. So, we just got talking. We're kind of history guys anyway, so it's like, well, Tomah fits in with that, CWA fits in with that, and of course the Dick Trickle Classic, we're doing this to honor him. It's a little different. We're just basically going to be utilizing this event as an honoring type thing and not really a memorial, kind of different. We'll bring things up about his career and some of his racing activity there at Tomah. Mm-hmm. He did win, by the way, which is a big surprise, right?
Oh, wait a minute.
But anyway, we got that scheduled. We had a hard time finding a date, but that's Sunday, September 16th. Worked out, and it's an afternoon show, which again, that's we came up with that because that's kind of how it used to be too. These guys would race all week, race Sunday afternoon, race Sunday night. So it just all came into play, and with CWA reforming here a number of years ago and getting back in the sanctioning race business, it just all came together and fun deal. It's just the way it should be.
When I grew up, CWA was the big thing. Back when I was a kid. Dells, La Crosse, Wausau. I'm losing it. Plover, Madison.
Yep.
And and then for some reason it just kind of went away. What was the idea? Whose thought was it to bring back CWRA to be a sanctioning race series again?
Well, actually, it started out as the officers were all gone, so actually there was some different incorporating taking place to reform CWRA, and then of course the officers were voted in, and originally it started out as there's some money from way back in the account. Let's just do some reunions. We're going to have some reunions for the guys. So we had a couple of those, 2 years of that. It was successful, and there was still money in the account. so it's like, well, Tom Refner, matter of fact.
What did you guys charge for dues?
Not very much. Not what you think, the way that sounds. But anyway, Tom Refner is still a part of it. Always was and continues to be. He's on the board. And he said, you know, why don't we look at sanctioning races again? You know, let's hold some races. So it's like, why don't we? So that's kind of how, that was the seed that got planted by Tom, and it was several years before we had more than a date or two, but now in the last couple of years, we've had a full schedule, and calling it the Stars to Legends Tour, which kind of honors guys like Tom, really, that, you know, and Dick Trickle, of course, Marv Marzufka, all these guys that were such a big part of it and became legends. They were the stars of the day, as you well remember.
Oh, yeah.
And became the legends. So now we're kind of turning it to today's stars, you know, potentially becoming the legends. It's a new group, but...
Well, they're going to be practicing pretty much all day Saturday afternoon, and then a full slate of regular divisions are going to be running on Saturday. Sunday, CWRAs are going to be practicing throughout the morning with the 600 mods, the Bandoleros, and the modified state championship, I guess you could say. They're all going to be coming from all over the place for the modifieds. And then that afternoon, Sunday, 2 o'clock, will be the CWRA Dick Trickle Classic, feature number 1 of 30 laps, and feature number 2, which will be 30 laps. So you can go on Facebook and make sure you grab all the information you can and get out there and meet all the drivers. The CWRA looking 20 to 23, maybe 25, and I know they're all looking forward to coming out here. We cannot let Dale go unless we talk about Oktoberfest, and one of my favorite times, I know it's been Billy's too, when we get a chance on a Sunday morning of Oktoberfest, you've got your Champions Reunion coming back.
Yeah, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
Always.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Well, you didn't think we weren't gonna?
Yeah. I'm somewhat prepared.
That's a big deal, though, when you've got... Now, real quickly, the rules are...
Basically, if you haven't raced in 3 years, if you've won any championship, anywhere, any car, any track, tour, series, you are eligible. And
that list.
You get in free, you have food, you have beverage, you have a lot of BS with, well, maybe some of your enemies, but hopefully mostly your friends in racing. And it's just a fun time. Sunday afternoon, October 7th. Well, actually 11 until 2 is what we run it. And
I believe you got some breaking news for us.
Yeah, actually, well, we always kind of try to have a theme for these. And we do have Mike Miller coming this year. He did come a couple years ago, but he's coming back. He's a really popular racer from back in the the day. And also Tom Refner, of course, he's been there just about every year for the reunion. And something different this year, though. Tom will be at the reunion, but he is also going to race the John Gilbertson Javelin.
Get out.
This is
that's awesome.
It's an identical car to what Tom raced and set records back in 1975 with.
What do you think the chances are we can get Miller and Marzufka in their replicas?
We have talked about that.
There'd be CWA legends to super legends.
I know. Section of grandstand for those people that want to watch that.
That would be awesome. But
Again,
still, Refner getting in the Javelin.
Yeah,
Johnny Gilbertson's got to be tickled pink.
He is. He's pleased to be able to do that for him, and it was like, hey, do you want to do it? And I said, yeah, I'll do it.
Nice.
It came together that easily.
As an announcer, I cannot wait to announce Tom Refner coming out of turn 4. Again, for the Champions Reunion, go on Facebook. Dale has made a Facebook page about that. Just click that you're going, that you're going to show some interest. I know Dale does a great job of updating that page when he hears champions that are coming in, or maybe some other replica cars or whatnot coming in. Make sure you check out that Facebook page. He just made that about a week or so ago, because I clicked going to it right off the bat. Again, Dale Danielski with StarMaker Multimedia, part of the effort to bring in CWRA back to the Tomah Sparta Speedway this weekend, part of the inaugural Fall Classic at TSS, and the Champions Reunion Tour 11 to 2 Sunday at Oktoberfest. Dale, been a pleasure to have you back in. One of these years, we're going to make you dig through the archives of videos again, and we're going to put together a full show of what history has been like racing in western Wisconsin.
We can do that. There's still plenty out there. I'm sure I can piece something together.
I love when Greg Oliver texts me and goes, "Hey, where did you get that video from? I can't tell you."
By the way, we got a little more than a month of shows left. That's how much time you got. We could do the last show.
Well, boy, yeah, but
or the first show next year.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the first shows next year, and
might be
before the icebreaker and stuff like that gets underway. When we come back, we're going to show you what it was like to be involved in a trailer race of destruction at the Crosse Speedway last weekend. That's coming up next on KQEG TV.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Big Boar Barbecue is up and running on the north side of La Crosse. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. Yes, the food truck is open at George and Gillette Street to make it easier for you north siders to find out why La Crosse County has voted us 4 years in a row as the best barbecue and best caterer in La Crosse County. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, and now open at George and Gillette Street. A delicious mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call today for your free estimate on a new American Standard system or schedule online at carryheating.com.
Welcome back, race fans. Silver's Racing, KQEG TV. Dan Dyker, Bill Doc Niles, and Paul Reichert. We showed you all the Night of Destruction things in segment 1. Want to thank Dale for coming in right here. By the way, Paul, who are we being brought to you by today?
We're brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Carry Heating and Air Conditioning, Epic Media and Vinyl, thanks to this, and Back 40 Wraps, and of course, Panzeria.com.
There it is. Trailer race of destruction. If you couldn't be there, well, open up the bag of popcorn, Billy Doc Niles, because we're just going to roll it.
Welcome to the trailer race of destruction! Oh, we've got a madhouse on the front straightaway. The Ziegler van plowing his way through. Tyler Mitchell gets his way through. Oh, the 5150 is going to turn back around. There goes Clausen. Oh, here comes some speed. Uh-oh. Oh, bam, T-bone. The name of the game is trailer destruction. Oh, right here in turn 4. Oh, yes. I can't believe those two big rings are still alive in turn 2. Out of turn 4 we come. The big log jam is in turn 1. My goodness, here we go. Half the field still alive. Why is that trailer not destroyed yet? The two biggest trailers are still alive. Is John Clausen going to size one? Here goes Clausen. He got it. Big fire in turn 1. He's stuck inside the camper in the front straightaway. Stuck inside the camper, my goodness. Tyler Mitchell hit the camper to get him, but he can't get unstuck. 05 can't get it in gear. Stanfield still has a trailer intact. Still a big pile in turn number 1. They're trying to get the Ziegler van out. He gets loose. Red flag is going to come out momentarily. Oh, So here we go. What do you think so far, race fans? All right, here's the official word. They're going to try to clean up turn 1 and 2, and we're going to send them again. Turn 2 looks like a JCPenney parking lot during Christmas. This is the tough time as a lot of these machines start to overheat. 21 still stuck in the back of the camper. Gonna try to clear some out of turn 1 and 2. Track officials surveying the field, seeing if they can get enough machines cleaned out of there. Again, once we're done, we're going to read off every driver by your applause. We're going to find out the 2018 Trailer Race of Destruction champion. There's a lot of them in contention right now.
And congratulations to Jared Novak on being voted the fan favorite and winning the Trailer Race of Destruction. John Clausen, also close again, second twice this year.
How can you not hit a 32-foot trailer? It survived 33 entries.
Usually fans vote for who destroyed the most. They voted for the guy who survived.
And Novak was destroying enough of his own as well. But how can you not? The biggest wreck of the night, by the way, folks, is John Hebner gets launched off in the middle of the front straight, which was a perfect place to watch this, right in front of us and right in front of the fans. Gets launched off the side of a car, airborne into the back of a moving camper, and boom, night and done. But man, what a thrill!
Are you sure they didn't give him like 6 novelty points just so he could beat Stanfield?
No, there was no novelty given out in the Trailer Race of Destruction.
That was awesome. It was a great race, though, man.
Want to thank all the 5,000 plus that came out, ate up all the food, entertained while we were entertaining, and just had a great time out there at the Crosse Speedway. That's going to do it for us. Tomah Sparta Speedway.com. Check them out on Facebook. The inaugural Fall Classic this weekend. A regular program Saturday night. CWRA. Modifieds from all over the state. 600 mods and bandoleros coming up on Sunday. On behalf of Billy Doc Niles and Paul Reichert, I'm Radio Man Dan Diger. Thanks for joining us on this week's version of 7 Rivers Racing.
You've been watching 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Diker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Reichert. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.